Hábleme de ella. ¿Cómo era ella?
Todo en ella encantaba, todo en ella traía. Su mirada, su gesto, su sonrisa, su andar, el ingenio de Francia, de su boca fluía. Era llena de gracia, como el Ave María. Quien la vio no la pudo ya jamás olvidar. Ingenua como el agua, diáfana como el día, rubia y nevada como margarita sin par. Un influjo de su alma celeste amanecía. Era llena de gracia como el Ave María. Quien la vio no la pudo ya jamás olvidar. Cuánto la quise, mas no pudo ser mía. Flores tan bellas nunca pueden durar. Era llena de gracia como el Ave María. Y a la fuente de gracia de donde procedía, se volvió como gota que se vuelve a la mar. Era llena de gracia como el Ave María.
Ich singe dir ein Liebeslied, ein Lied, das durch die Seele zieht, das so heiß wie meine Sehnsucht blüht. Darf ich dir mein kleines Liedchen schenken? Vielleicht, dass dich mein Lied bewegt. Ich habe mein Herz hineingelegt. Wenn der Wind zu dir die Töne trägt, wirst du eine Weile mein Gedenken. Meine Wünsche, meine Klagen hab ich nie gewagt zu sagen. Drum sing ich dir ein Liebeslied, ein Lied, in dem die Sehnsucht blüht. Und was mir mit Worten nie gelang, soll dir heut verraten mein Gesang.
José Mojica and Joseph Schmidt were both outstanding vocalists of the early 20th century. Each had their unique style, technique, and performance approach, and both possessed a deep emotional expressiveness. Although their styles differed, their historical reputations are very high, particularly for their vocal techniques and emotional delivery. José Mojica is known for his warm, emotionally charged voice and his broad artistic talent. He not only enjoyed a high reputation in the opera world, but also achieved significant success in film and folk music. Mojica's singing technique and emotional expression are considered exquisite. He was skilled at conveying rich emotions through his voice, finding a balance between Italian opera and Latin American folk songs. His performances were always filled with drama and emotional depth, making each of his concerts deeply moving. His performance and singing technique in the 1935 film La Cruz y la Espada were equally impressive. Joseph Schmidt, though small in stature, had a voice that was grand, clear, and full of emotion. His tone was pure, and his singing technique was equally remarkable, especially for his ability to move audiences with emotional intensity and vocal power. Schmidt's singing style was direct and full of passion, with a wide international appeal. Despite his health issues and short life, his performances in film and musical theater are still considered some of the most emotionally powerful of the 20th century. José Mojica's technique was very refined, allowing him to navigate both complex opera roles and emotionally rich folk songs with ease. He had excellent control over his voice and demonstrated precise manipulation of tone, especially in opera. Joseph Schmidt relied more on his natural vocal quality and direct emotional delivery. Although his vocal range was not as broad as Mojica's, his tone was clear and penetrating, and he could convey strong emotions through his singing. Emotional expression. Mojica was known for his gentle and introspective emotional expression. Every song he performed felt like a storytelling experience, with deep and nuanced emotions. Schmidt, on the other hand, was famous for his highly infectious and powerful emotional expression and stage presence. His performances were not just technical demonstrations, but also emotional outpourings, especially in romantic and tragic roles. Film performance. José Mojica's film performances were closely tied to his singing. Not only was he an exceptional vocalist, but as an actor, he also had the ability to grasp the emotional nuances of his characters and express them through music. His film roles often had a dramatic and charismatic quality, complementing his opera performances. Joseph Schmidt's film performances felt more natural. He overcame his physical limitations with his vocal quality and emotional expressiveness, becoming a beloved figure to many audiences. Despite his shorter stature, his musical and emotional delivery made up for it entirely. Conclusion. Though José Mojica and Joseph Schmidt had different vocal styles and artistic approaches, both were significant figures in the history of singing in the 20th century. Their voices were both emotionally compelling, and each had unique technical strengths. Mojica excelled in refined opera performances, while Schmidt was celebrated for his emotional intensity and the purity of his music. Although there are not many direct comparisons of these two artists in history, it can be said that both have distinct qualities and have made tremendous artistic contributions in their respective fields. When comparing their interpretations side by side, Mojica's operatic singing and delicate emotional expression complement Schmidt's rich and direct emotional singing style, with each excelling in their own way.